Let's get started with child themes. If you've heard of child themes but don't know what or how a child theme works, then this lecture is important for you. A lot of developers avoid child themes because WordPress doesn't really make it clear how to develop or use child themes. I don't want you to be one of those developers. A child theme is extremely powerful and useful. What makes it so useful is that you can modify an existing theme without having to worry about your code becoming irrelevant or overwritten. Back in the old days, if you wanted to modify a theme, then you'd have to directly edit the files. Then, when an update was available, you'd have to start all over again and keep track of all the edited files and changes. It was very annoying and time-consuming. When child themes were introduced, the whole process became so much easier because your code was never overwritten, and the theme was also not modified. Now that you understand what child themes are, let's get started with creating one. Go to wordpress.org and go to the themes pages. We're going to download a theme called MH Magazine Lite. Then, we're going to add this theme to our WordPress site by opening the themes folder and then dragging the contents of the zip file into this folder like so. Next, I'm going to copy this folder and I'm going to paste it in again. I'm going to rename this folder and use the same name, except I'm going to append -child so I know that this is a child theme. WordPress doesn't require you to name a child theme anyway. This is just how I prefer to do it and how I recommend you do it. Open the child theme and select every folder and files except the functions, style, and screenshot files. Delete these files. I'm now going to open my editor and look for the child theme. Open the functions file and delete all this code. I'm just going to leave an open PHP tag for later. We're going to do the same to the style.css file, except you should not delete the headers that come with it. From here, we're going to make two changes. The first change is the name of this theme. I'm going to add child theme to the name. Once again, this is not required, but it makes it easier to tell which theme is the parent theme and which is the child theme. Next, we have to define a new property called template. The value of this property will be the name of the parent theme's folder name. In our case, it would be mh-magazine-lite. This value is case sensitive. Be sure to set this value correctly. After that, you're all done. Let's go to the WordPress dashboard and navigate to Appearance. We now have two MH Magazine Lite themes. Activate the child theme version and then try visiting your site. We don't get any errors, not even in the console, but the site isn't displaying correctly. Why is that? Well, it's pretty simple. WordPress is loading the style.css file because that's what the parent theme does. WordPress will load the functions file from the parent theme and load the child theme's function file. Let's take a look at the parent's function file. If you scroll down a bit, the parent theme enqueues a file with the function getStyleSheetURI. This function will return the URI to the current theme's style.css file. Even if we're using a child theme, this would be the child's style.css file and not the parent's style.css file. The parent style.css contains all the main styles for the theme. The question is, how do we load both the parent styles and the child styles? There are a couple solutions here, but the developer-friendly one is by using action hooks. Let's open the child theme's function file and add the action hook WP-enqueue scripts. I'm going to be using an anonymous function since we won't be doing much with this child theme. I'm going to register the parent style. To get the parent style.css, we first have to use a function called getTemplateDirectoryURI. This function will get the directory of the parent theme without the /. Since we're in the parent theme directory, we can append the style.css file name. Next, I'm going to register the child theme style.css file by using the function getStyleSheetURI, which will return the URL of the current theme's style.css file. Lastly, I'm going to enqueue both files. Refresh your site and you should now see that it's working properly. Just to make sure, I'm going to open the child's style.css file and change the background color of the body to yellow. Refresh the page. That's absolutely hideous, but at least we know our styles are loading correctly. If your changes aren't being loaded, you can press Ctrl F5 on your keyboard to force a refresh with a clear cache for this page. That's pretty much it for child themes. From here you can add anything you like. If you were to create a file named 404.php inside the child theme, then the child theme's 404 template will load instead of the parent theme's version. It's that simple. Actually, let's try that really quick. In the address bar of your browser, type in some random characters and you'll see the parent theme's 404 template being loaded. Let's create our version by creating a 404.php file inside the child theme and just add the text 404. Let's refresh this page and you will now see the child theme template being loaded instead of the parent's version. WordPress is smart enough to know which template to use. Your child theme's templates will be loaded over the parent theme's templates. You're now free to overwrite anything from the parent theme.